Do you know anybody that's gone to a foreign country to get medical work done?
Polo.
That's not why I was in
Scott
Mexico.
did it under the auspices of a
I
wedding.
swear I wasn't down there for this.
Polo said to us a couple weeks ago, he's like, he goes back to Mexico to get things going, like to get things cheaper.
I got a buddy who was going to Mexico to get dental work done.
Yeah.
He says it's cheaper. He doesn't have insurance.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's not expensive to get down there.
If you have a referral, maybe like.
I guess you got to know who you're.
It's not like I'm Googling this guy and heading down.
Well, because he said one of his buddies went to Mexico. He got 3 root canals and crowns.
Whoa.
For the same, so 3 root canals with crowns done there for the same price it would have cost to have 1 done here.
I'll tell you what, the couple hospital bills that I just got, I don't doubt everybody's going to be looking into that.
And he says,
things are
and
absurd.
the friend says he had no problems. I have also another friend whose wife went to Colombia for a nose job.
I get it. You know what? I get it. After this last couple months, I get it.
Yeah, I don't blame it. I mean, it's going to be qualified, probably most likely a good doctor. So,
if you're going to save $3 grand, I mean, you might as well buy a ticket.
Right.
I don't know. For me,
you might as well go on
that's
vacation.
a no-go for me. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's because you're envisioning like a shack on the other side of the border and a guy's got a chainsaw by the door.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
you got to also remember that these doctors are going to be in these areas where your fancy Los Angeles, San Diego, wealthy people, wealthy Tijuana folks are coming down there. So it's all rich people that he's helping.
Yeah, Mexico
So it's like
City.
nice
Are you
places.
sure?
Mexico City's
Yeah.
got like 4 billion people in it. I'm
Yeah, it's the
sure.
wealthiest-
I'm sure they got some.
They have the wealthiest
exquisite
neighborhood in the world
hospitals.
there.
I mean, what do you think? You think it's just like
I don't know.
you
I don't
think
know. I've
it's
never
10
done it.
billion poor people? Like, I mean, like
I don't know.
there's-
It's very.
It's a very Americanized bias-y of being like, oh, you went to Mexico to
Right.
Like
Right.
that's just a
I don't know.
national
I know
thing.
Barnes is a nice hospital. I know Mobap's a nice hospital. I don't know
get
what's
it.
going down in Mexico.
It's not the hospitals. It's the cost. It's the insurances. It's the game
I
that's going
understand-
on
I
right
understand
now.
that
That's what you're avoiding.
I get that
It's
part.
not the professionalism at Barnes. They're fantastic.
But it's a. Do they have the same standards as far as?
I guess you got to
Healthcare
do your
goes?
research.
I don't
I
know.
think so. Yeah, you got to do your research, but
See, you think so? You don't know. I'm not. I know my dentist. You know, Dr. Foley. Her office is immaculate.
Sure.
And yes, I have dental insurance.
But we have healthcare standards here in the United States where everybody has to be licensed, and other countries obviously have
What
other
are
healthcare
the standards in Colombia?
Yeah,
I have
will
no
look it up.
idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Colombia.
In Colombia, I have no idea. I know in Cozumel, which I've been to, there is a dental office right in the port of Cozumel, and you see people getting off the cruise ships and go to the dentist.
that's awesome.
Let me say
That's
this.
their
Wild.
excursion.
Oh, somebody- okay.
Colombia.
But what a great business opportunity for them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to come.
And most likely, the doctor's there's a good chance he's from the States.
And licensed in the States
And
as
we
well.
see we're talking most likely.
Well, I mean,
I
you can
don't
look that
know.
up. You can look that
Can
up.
you look it up?
Somebody
Yeah,
in
I'm
the chat
looking
just
it
said
up
that
right
they
now.
went to Dominican for some work, and that surgeon was licensed in the U.S. But it was cheaper to do it
Yeah.
in the Dominican.
And you can go to Panama and get the stem cell shots.
I could print out a diploma and put it on the wall
Okay.
and say, "Hey, I graduated from Harvard."
You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Just for you.
Hang on a minute. Do you not trust
The internet? No.
Scott, do that.
No, I
other
do not.
countries, like people of other, like, do you have like this weird biasy, like where you think that's what
When it
Colombian
comes to
doctors are
when
doing?
it comes to medical procedures,
Yeah, that's
you're
what you
damn
think?
right.
That
You're
is
damn right.
ridiculous. The Colombia has a universal healthcare system, which means the Colombian government subsidizes access to healthcare for 96% of the population. Compare this to the American healthcare system, which only covers 28% of adults with public health coverage.
That's fine. You're talking about insurance and coverage and getting medical care. That's fine.
What are you
I'm
talking
about the standards of medical
Okay.
care.
So when we were in, where did we go in Mexico this year?
Riviera Maya.
Riviera Maya. Okay, so we were in Riviera Maya. We're with business trip for me, but working out in the morning. It was super, super hot, and a couple friends of ours, one of the gals was feeling like super lightheaded and super dehydrated. Went to the hospital because she was so dehydrated and had the best experience ever.
That's right.
They provided her a translator so that she could talk to the doctor.
I'm sure that's great.
That's right. We forgot about that.
But it made me feel better about you go with the kids all the time, but it made me feel better about I could bring the kids down
I
here.
mean, God forbid something
happens to them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel safe. I would bring my kids to that hospital.
And that's
She had a
if
great
you're
experience.
going to places that are touristy. That may have
Sure.
higher standards.
Sure.
Okay, I bring you back to a couple months ago
I know.
where that couple that there were like 3 or 4 people crossed the border because one of the people wanted to get like a nip tuck or something, and they got kidnapped.
Yeah, but you got to think
killed.
The town they're in is also a little risky, anyways. They weren't going to the smartest of places.
Yeah, that's a different scenario. And you're right, man. I did have a friend. He was a drum tech. He's no longer a drum tech because of what happened. He was protecting the barricade. He was like helping people over crowd surfing for this rock band that we all know. And he was there, and he broke his leg, snapped his leg. The band had to go on, and he was at a hospital. He was rushed to a hospital in Mexico. I don't know the market, but it wasn't a big one. And he said that when he woke up from whatever days he was in, he felt like he was in a shack. The tile was broken on the floor, and there was a trash bag wrapped around his leg. It took a month to get out of there, and he has not walked the same. He talked about how it was the biggest nightmare. They broke his leg again to try to fix it and some other stuff. He had to come back here, have more surgeries to try to fix this leg. Now, I don't know how bad the break was, but he made it seem like if he had broke it in San Antonio or some other place, everything would have been fine. And his career is over.
Now, Lauren, I understand that they're, like, and if you go to Europe, there are some great places in Switzerland and I forgot another, maybe it's Germany, that people will go for cancer treatments that you can't get here.
Right.
Okay, where it's the highest of care.
Yes.
I'm talking about going to get a root canal in Mexico somewhere because it's cheaper. You may get what you pay for.
But you're going to look into, just as Malcolm said, like...
I'm hoping you are.
Buddy, it's just
I'm
like
hoping
this.
you are.
Like, would I go back to... And here we go. I'm going to piss my people off. Prepare.
I'm here.
I live in St. Louis. I used to live in Southern Illinois. When it comes to my healthcare, where am I going to go get my specialized healthcare needs? I'm staying here in the city. I want to go to Barnes. I want to go to Mercy. You're not going to get me to go back to Joe Blow Doctor that I had in West Frankfort, Illinois. I'm sorry, it's just not happening for me. Like, so it's the
I know
same
we have a
experience
pretty
in other
high standard of
countries.
healthcare here, as far as it goes with regulations. I don't know what's going on in Mexico.
The same thing is going on.
Look it
Healthcare
up.
regulations. Yeah, you just have to.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
So you
Javier,
could speak to
Javier on Twitter says, I always love Riz's outlook on life. Quote, I don't know about this and I won't look it up, so it's bad. That's what she's saying. Like, just look it up.
Just look at. You'll do.
What do you think the rest of the planet is
I'm
doing?
going to look it up.
You're not looking.
The rest of the planet is just looking at the U.S. going, golly, I wish I had that. Shucks.
Yeah.
Let's not do anything like that.
Right.
You guys are out of your mind. Go to Mexico for your health care, for your root canals.
When Polo's
All
here
right,
next,
we'll
we're going to talk to him about.
I'm
why
sure
he
Polo goes to a good doctor
And why is that? Because he researched the doctor.
because he's Mexican.
What?
He is?
Now, with that being said, there are a lot of doctors that have left the states because of these stupid medical malpractice lawsuits that are, gumming everything up, and they're like, screw this, screw you guys, I'm going somewhere else.
You know what this is? Can I just be observant for a moment?
God.
This show, since being on it for 3 months, 3 months, 2 days ago, you get so many of these stories where people are going to get dental work in hotel rooms. And then they're writing about it because their teeth have all fallen out. And you are
And
completely...
this is what I'm picturing.
Okay.
This is why you're going to Mexico, to get dental work out of a hotel room.
There you go.
By some Mexican...
This is
El
your
Dentist.
research. El Dentist. El Dentoso.
But that's what makes the news. There's a million of them being
Right.
done that are totally
That are
fine.
so great.
I'm
Under
sure
the
it's great.
regulations.
I'm sure it's great.
Yo,
I'll drive you to the airport.
Corey in the chat says, Riz, in Mexico, would you rather go parasailing or get a root canal?
Oh, here we go.
He's probably going for the root
I'm
canal.
probably going for the root canal.
What are you talking about?
Because he's always saying it's an unregulated industry, and honestly, you have somewhat
It
of a
is
point
little.
there.
Yeah.
At least dentistry, and as far as I know. And I could look it up, you douchebags.
Have you looked at Polo's teeth? Next time, gorgeous man. What he's going to get dental work.
Es muy
down
guapo.
In
he's-
Tijuana?
Yes. The man's beautiful. This could be you.
Somebody text him. I'm going to text him. Yeah, Moon, text him.
What
Can
do
you
want me
text
to text
Polo?
him? He's not gonna
Who's
text
your
me back.
And
dentist?
ask him where he goes to the dentist. Is it in California or Mexico?
This is the research. This is good.
All right, we
I
got
love
to.
it. He texted me last night, and I'm responding with, "Where is your dentist?"
Yeah. Yeah, where's your dentist located?
And the only reason that we're bringing this up is because he brought this up on the show. I think it was last time he was on with us. Is he was like, I'm going back to Mexico to get my teeth done. Like, he said it.
Okay.
So,
I'm sure he knows where to go.
Yeah.
And if I need to go to a Mexican dentist, I got a guy that I can call and get recommendations.
Hola,
Okay.
es muy guapo. Where's your dentist?
muy bien.